There's the Small World Music Festival and the Junction Arts Festival. Now, the Junction Arts Festival celebrates one of this city's most historical and buzz-worthy communities. The fest starts on September 9th and ends on the 13th. Maneli Jamal is one of the artists performing at this annual festival, now in its 17th year. The young solo acoustic guitar artist has lived across the world, from Russia and Germany to the United States, before he and his family moved to Canada. And it's Maneli Jamal's experiences growing up in these different places that inspires his music. Big City Small World's Aparita Bandari was intrigued by Maneli's travelogue, and so over a cup of Iranian tea in his family's apartment, she chatted with Maneli about his nomadic life.
Maneli Jamal wrote this song, Cold Arrival, 6 years ago when his family sought refuge in Canada. They'd been deported from the United States after staying there for 9 years, seeking permanent residency. Maneli still remembers that cold February day he arrived in Toronto.
And when we had arrived, it was a very, very snowy day, very cold day, and it seemed like we had just walked into hell, as cold as it was. It was a very frustrating time for us, both mentally and physically. Other than that, it was just the most horrifying experience anyone could ever go through. At my age, I was 18, full of teen anger, and confused. Had a little identity crisis, didn't know what I was supposed to be doing.
We're sitting in a North York apartment where Maneli now lives with his family. The living room is a riot of colors covered with canvases and plants, while Maneli favors the black t-shirt and jeans look of a young, brooding musician. His family has been on the move even before he was born. His parents fled Iran after the 1979 Iranian Revolution. They were artists, very politically active and against the Islamic regime.
And they realized that everyone was getting out, and they thought to do the same. And then when they did that, they escaped with my 3 older brothers. I wasn't even born at that point. They had escaped to Russia, or to Belarus, former Russia, and had claimed refuge there for a couple of years.
Then the family moved to Germany, but no matter where they lived, they managed to make it feel like home.
My parents are both artists. They both very, very artistic, visually, musically, and every way. And every time we move, we always find ourselves to be at home somehow because of the art and music we've created for ourselves. So in a way, it doesn't matter where we were living, as long as we had art and music, it was called home.
When Maneli was 9, however, his father witnessed an incident supporting the Nazi movement. He decided to move the family to the United States without telling his children.
When we first drove to America, I didn't know a single word of English, so you can imagine a 9-year-old boy only speaking German and a little bit of Farsi going into another country. It's culture shock times 100, because not only do you not know what to say to kids when you're playing in the playground, but you don't know what to think because you kind of don't know their mentality. And as a boy my age, I was just so confused, and I almost shut down. I was just very quiet. I don't know what to say. And I was a very outgoing kid too. And it was just such a shock to go into that.
Music helped him connect with his new surroundings. He started off playing the violin in his school orchestra. One day, he picked up an acoustic guitar lying on a couch in his friend's house and started to experiment. Maneli's father scrounged up money, driving cabs to buy him a guitar for his 16th birthday. But it was his second guitar that he calls his first love.
2 months before we got deported, 2 months before I was 18 or so, I saw this acoustic guitar on eBay for $50. It was just the cheapest guitar you could ever see, but it was my love, my first love. And my dad got that for me the minute I got it. I'd played it a few times, but it wasn't really until we got that deportation letter that said, get out of the country within 30 days or be deported. It was that letter that really hit me hard, and when we actually moved to Canada, I brought the acoustic guitar with no case with me wherever I went. On the plane, I got it with me and put it on my lap. So wherever I went, it went with me, basically. It was like a part of me. It was an extension of me.
And so, when Maneli finally got his Canadian citizenship last year, he turned to his guitar to describe his emotions.
We went to the ceremony where we get our citizenship and our Canadian flags and to wave that around to everyone. It was very exciting. I'd actually never been a citizen of a country. The judge had mentioned one line which stood out the most to me. He had said that it was the most glorious day of our lives today because we are Canadian citizens. We are part of one of the best countries in the world. And those words just really stood out to me more than anything. And the whole subway ride back home, I was thinking about this. I was like, okay, this is a good day. So this is the most glorious day. And then I actually went home and started writing a song about it, which is named Most Glorious Day. And I love playing it. It's just such an uplifting song for me.
For Big City Small World, I'm Aparita Bhandari.